Hello everyone. In today's episode, in today's episode, Doctor Who and Autism Celebrations, I'm joined with Peter, and today, of course, we're going to be speaking about Doctor Who and autism.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a really cool conversation. So, hi Peter, are you doing all right?
Hiya. Yep.
Yeah. If you,
Peter,
yeah,
I'm Peter, Doctor Who fan, and have autism.
it's great to have you on here today.
Thank you.
Because it wasn't long ago since we saw each other, in person.
No, it wasn't. No.
Right. And yeah, it was quite a surprise because um, you weren't hard to miss with your 14th Doctor costume on.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I guess to start off with, Peter, if you wouldn't mind, maybe just saying a little bit about maybe when you was diagnosed with autism.
Okay. Ooh. Right. I think I was about 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
probably early 2001. So I don't remember much, but being
No, you won't
diagnosed.
remember. No, you won't remember. It's quite hard, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Because I was diagnosed when I was 9. I still don't remember much about it really.
No.
Um, but yeah, I, do you think there's a good link between, because you know, like with autism we like to, I guess they say hyperfixate about things, maybe interests.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why we like Doctor Who so much?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it-
yeah. Have you always liked Doctor Who since you was like little?
Yes. Yeah. I actually got into it. I think about 7, 8 years old.
7, 8 years old.
I
Yeah.
think I didn't realize it wasn't long after it came back.
Hmm. When good old Chris Ferguson in 2005.
Yeah, yeah, which I didn't realize that um Doctor was around then. I got into it when I was just flicking the channels and I just found it
Yeah.
and just
You
been
what?
watching it since.
Yeah, you've been watching it ever since.
Yeah,
Um,
and of course then David Tennant just took over.
yeah, he's good, isn't he, David Tennant?
Oh yes,
Yeah, is he? Do you have a favourite Doctor,
yeah, David Tennant.
David Tennant?
First one I saw, so
Yeah. Um, uh, was you shocked when you heard that he was returning to come back for the 60th?
um yes, I'm delighted he was coming back for the 60th. But obviously we didn't know how he was going to come back.
Mm,
Because what David says, like it could be a parallel, it could be a missing story.
yeah,
But but little did we know that he's actually going to be the 14th Doctor.
yeah.
We all thought it was going to be Shooter Gatwa.
It's crazy, really, isn't it? Like he's come back.
No,
Not many Doctors have done that. I don't think any have come back a second time around. Um,
no.
um,
David Tennant's the first one to do this.
yeah. And
Yeah,
I think nothing against the other Doctors, but he is the most popular, I think, out of them.
yeah. I mean, yeah, because also there's another popular one who's is Tom Baker.
Hmm. Yeah.
So when Peter Davison took over from Tom and Matt Smith took over from David, I think they have really had um, um, shoes to fill in because they were so popular.
Yeah. It's very hard. Because I think a lot of the actors leave when they really enjoy it, in case that it just comes this ongoing thing.
Yeah,
I think, but when Matt Smith came in, I think it was great. You know,
yeah,
I was upset when David left the first time around.
yeah. Me too.
And he was probably the only Doctor I've actually been really upset about. Like he was actually leaving. Um,
Yeah,
um, I wasn't upset about Matt Smith because I didn't think I like the regeneration and all, but it just didn't affect me as much.
okay. It always gets me emotional when a doctor or a companion
Yeah,
departs because they're
definitely,
saying goodbye.
definitely.
Exciting as well because you're getting someone new,
Yeah,
but it's sad at the same time.
Yeah, it's an ongoing cycle, isn't it? That we know is going to happen every single
Yeah.
time. We know when we get a shooty, probably in 5 or 6 years' time, we'll be able to say goodbye and um, next one.
Yeah, whoever that will be, but
Yeah.
it won't
Um,
be for like a good few years yet.
no. I just
We,
hope he
we've
breaks the 3-season curse.
yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
All the new Doctors have just done like 3 seasons, and that was it.
Yeah, I think it's their contract, but I think they can extend it once their season is coming to an end. Um,
Yeah,
because like strangely enough, Jodie Whittaker was there the longest out of I think all the new Who Doctors, like the time period. But like it doesn't seem that way because of how it doesn't seem she'd done as many episodes as everyone else.
yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, because she only had one episode in 2019.
Yeah, was that like the New Year's episode? Was it?
Yeah, Resolution.
Yeah, it's like I think about those episodes, those New Year's ones. I don't mind them, but I just didn't like they were all Dalek themed.
I think I was okay with
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
And the couple were good.
they
Like,
were good.
yeah,
They,
like
they were good episodes.
I think
Yeah,
Revolution for Dark was a good one because it had Jack.
yeah, that was a good one. That was. Um,
Yeah.
it was. I liked it. I liked the episode when they showed like the silence and stuff in the prisons. Um,
Oh yeah, and the angels.
yeah.
It,
Um,
yeah, there was angels in it, wasn't there
yeah,
briefly?
yeah. There was. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there was. Yeah,
I think even the Thinker was in it. I think you had a load of older older monsters in those
yeah,
prisons.
yeah. The Ood was one of them.
Yeah, I miss the Ood.
Yeah,
I do miss the Ood. Um,
yeah,
yeah. So yeah. So we got Matt Smith. And then we got Peter Capaldi and Jodie and then David again.
yeah. And coming down on the line, shooty.
Yeah, we got Shooty too. And they it just looks. I don't know what's going to happen. Like I feel like the regeneration from Christopher Eccleston to David Tennant.
Yeah,
I feel like we may get a similar concept between David and Shooty. Um,
could well do.
because I don't think that because we think about when David Tennant regenerated from 10 to 11, it took a while, didn't it? For him to regenerate, like really.
Yeah, because it started when because his face was all scratched from falling from that spaceship and through the glass,
Hmm.
and then his face was was healed up, but he held it off to say goodbye to his companions.
Yeah,
Who,
yeah.
as we actually found out in the Sarah Jane, he was saying goodbye to all of them, or a lot
Yeah.
of them, but ones we didn't see, like Joe,
Hmm.
the other ones we saw were from his era.
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
Yeah,
I think it will be sad again. I think this will be sad with David. We say the 14th Doctor regenerates because
yeah,
we won't. It won't be like the 14th Doctor. It's just a little bit like the 8th Doctor, really. Like you're just there for a
mm,
little bit and you're gone. Because with the 8th Doctor, it's
yeah,
a movie. Um, really. But and then you've got the 9th Doctor. Had a season, which was a very good season. Um,
yeah,
I did really like that series he was in. I think every episode was good in that
yeah.
series.
I
Um,
think so. Yeah,
but
so I watched them like on repeats and DVD.
yeah, I remember getting the DVD set when I was younger, and it was awesome. It was like yeah, all the episodes, and it's good. It was cool.
Yeah,
It was cool in the player. But yeah, I feel like with David Tennant leaving now, like you said to me when I saw him, like it's going to be unexpected. You think it's going to be
yeah,
unexpected, and we can take that what we want. We can say, there's so many things you could say about that because you can't tell us anything. Unfortunately, we don't want him
No,
to anyway, do we? We want to be surprised.
no.
But when we see it, like it could be he possibly means maybe there's a load of old companions coming back, which probably
Well,
will happen.
well, yeah. Mind you, Freeman was at the Telford event a few weeks ago, which I couldn't attend. And she was asked, "Are you going to be in the 60th?" I think she did this kind of, sort of confirm and sort of not. She went, I don't know how to answer that," and then she laughed. So,
Hmm.
could be Martha in it, but just have to wait and see.
It would make sense. Like I tell you the people that would make sense to return in the 60th. So we got Martha. That would be and that would make sense because of Unit. Unit
Yeah,
good in it. I think Unit will be in it because all the soldiers you see on the trailers, don't you? Um,
yeah,
and I I think when in the last trailer that we got through the titles,
oh
um,
yeah,
and when David Tennant, he wasn't in it. It was only in his waistcoat saying "driving you mad,"
yeah,
and he was looking at a clown on the screen. I think that's
yeah.
I think that is Unit HQ, the new Unit HQ base.
It
I
could
think
well be, yeah.
and Martha, I don't think she'll play a massive role if she is in it.
No, just
She'll just be there. It might be a lead up for maybe a potential spin off or something.
well, yeah, because then there's been talks of his unit spin-off.
Yeah. And another person that would be I'll tell you one person in a minute that's coming up quite a lot lately. Um,
Okay.
but first I'm talking about Rose, not the daughter Rose. Um, uh,
I
I'm talking about Rose Tyler.
Yeah,
I think if Rose Tyler returned, that would make sense too.
yeah.
Because she was really involved with Donna, and everything about Bad Wolf and so that would make sense.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah,
And I think the hand, I spoke before about trying to get a hand of myself, but I'm
yeah.
because I think in the 60th, the doctor's hand will be important. Um,
Hmm.
and I think we get a load of flashbacks. I reckon. So
What?
I hope we get a load of flashbacks from series
Oh, a
4.
flashback here, sorry.
Yeah, like scenes that were then, and then you go forward. It,
Yeah.
but it would be good if that day started, all the way back in series 4, just to start off with it, and then they say like 16 years later or something like
Something
that.
like that, yeah.
Yeah. It could be just Donna. It could be just Donna going to the shop or something. Or something like that. But the person that I was going to get at is another person that I think would be important to return. Well, I wouldn't think would be important, but because of Doctor Who are sharing a lot about River Song lately,
Oh,
um,
yeah,
like posts and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I didn't think River would be important, but she is because it would be interesting for River and the 14th Doctor to come face to face because River knows that face and it's a different
Oh, yeah,
face to what she knew before. Um, so
yeah,
so that would be interesting.
yeah.
That would be interesting.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Is there anyone that you would like to come back to the 60th?
I'm hoping like to see Matt again
Matt,
because he
yeah.
has said since he left, he does want to come back.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I know he's been saying that as well, and he could well be true, but I do hope we do get Peter Capaldi back. If no, he said he won't.
Hmm.
Yeah, and same thing to Christopher Eccleston. Even though he's doing Big Finish and conventions now, he has said he won't come back to the TV. But
Yeah.
well,
Like,
again, we just have to.
does he not go to the conventions then anymore, Christopher Eccleston?
Well, no, he does. He started that in 2018, coming to conventions.
Okay.
So I think he's really enjoying it. So he's been doing it ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he did the Telford one in December.
Yeah. December
Yeah,
just gone.
yeah, December just gone. Yeah,
Probably just gone. Yeah.
yeah,
Did
because he
is,
attended LFCC November 2021.
did you see
Same
him then?
weekend as Telford. I saw him now at LFCC 2021 as well. Yeah,
Yeah. Did you get a photo and autograph with him?
not on those two occasions, but his first two conventions I did.
Yeah.
Two photos and one autograph.
Did you say anything to him when he was giving you autograph?
Um, just I think probably just my name and that was it. Couldn't think of anything to say.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that was that must have been fun seeing him though. He must have been.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but especially 2018 when we thought he thought, is he going to do these events again or is he not? So he wasn't. Then it was like good thing I did it.
Yeah.
He enjoyed it so much. He came back for a second turn.
Yeah. It is good that he's coming back. I hope to
Yeah,
see him one day. Like the next person I'd love to see would be Matt Smith. Um, like if it was a doctor, I would choose Matt Smith next. I think.
yeah,
Because they are my two favorite doctors is Matt Smith and David Tennant.
yeah,
Um, um, I just I thought, in my opinion, they're my favourites, but I do like Crystal Eccleston too. He's my first doctor I started watching with, so that's what if I ever saw
yeah.
him, I'd say that. Yeah, I started watching Doctor Who. I was 4 when you was a doctor. But yeah. I think they are very good. These Comic Cons, aren't they? I've only been to one,
Yeah, they are.
but I want to go to more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
there's so many conventions.
Yeah. All the time. All the time. I'm seeing these now
Yeah,
everywhere. Like, like one's happening now, and then there's another one somewhere else, and then there's somewhere else. So it's very cool.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah. Um. So you'd like Matt Smith to come back to the 60th, then?
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I do too. I do hope he comes back. I would like to see what role the Doctor, what he would do. That'd be
yeah.
that would be interesting.
It will
Um,
be. Yeah.
um, it, I'd like. I don't know if he'll be on his own. Is he traveling on his own? Is he traveling with Amy and Rory?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if he's going to be aiming Rory, it's obviously going to be before Angels Take Manhattan.
yeah,
Yeah. If Matt ever comes back with them two, it'll be obviously before the Angels Take Manhattan.
yeah. That I think that would be the only way. Like before Matt has actually even regenerated.
Or yeah,
Um,
it could be in his costume that he wore throughout Series 6 and first part of Series 7.
maybe. Maybe. But as we know, when the 10th Doctor met the 11th Doctor, they're not gonna remember any of that because
No.
they wouldn't remember that. So the 10th Doctor, it would be funny if the 10th Doctor just turns up, because we
Well, yeah, David Tennant. So
because
that
you got
happened,
yeah
both tenants would be going, what? Like
yeah
3 times.
because you got the 10th Doctor is just there, like. Well, he's come
Yeah.
back as the 40th Doctor. What about the 10th Doctor now? Is he going to be involved in the 60th too?
Well, yeah. That'd be quite funny.
Yeah, and
Like
then
two different versions of Tennant.
and then you got the Metachrysler Doctor, the human one. So,
Well, yeah.
um, yeah, um, I just expect this on the 100th anniversary, just David Tennant, load of David Tennants on it.
That'd be quite funny.
Yeah, um,
Quite interesting.
yeah, but yes, I like Matt Smith to join. Is there any companions that we haven't said that you'd like to see?
Companions. So we've got, well, no got Donna back.
Yeah.
We've mentioned Martha. We've mentioned Rose Tyler. As we mentioned, Amy and Rory. If 11 does come back, oh, I don't think.
And the older ones, like you've got, we've just seen Ace. We've just seen we've just seen Tegan.
Yeah, maybe Mel.
Yeah, she's been.
Mel
Yeah,
Bush.
yeah,
She's been rumored in the going to be in the 60th and series 14.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw something about that where the doctor was saying Mel was nice or something. So I think Mel would be good in it.
yeah.
Um,
Even though she was briefly in the Power of the Doctor towards the end,
yeah,
but
yeah,
proper, like for a whole episode.
yeah. That would be
Yeah.
nice. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, there's so many people I think we're going to be seeing.
Yeah. Of course, I was going to say we've also got Wilf as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing Wolf in that
Yeah,
episode.
but I think that's going to be quite emotional as well.
Yeah. Because
Yeah, because we know we've sadly lost him.
yeah, unfortunately, it was a sad day when I found out that news.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was pretty upset when I heard it because you know, it was sad when we had that news.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm glad that he's in some sort of capacity in the 60th, so it's good that he's in it.
Yeah. Yeah. What the pictures we've seen.
Yeah. Like we've seen like David Tennant rolling him in the TARDIS, I think, in his
I
wheelchair.
think so. Yeah.
So that is good, and I would like to see him. I hope to see him. We can have a little bit of him in each episode.
Yeah.
I hope. And we'll probably see at the end of credits in memory of Bernie Cribbins, whatever episodes
Yeah.
he's in. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So within the episodes, of course, we know the first one will be on the 23rd of November. Even though that ain't confirmed, but
Okay.
it probably will be because that's the day of Doctor Who, innit? Like Doctor Who is the
Yeah.
23rd. Do you think it should? Because here's the interesting thing here. Because if they,
Hmm.
I think about this a lot. Like they could either do it because there's 3 episodes, right? There's 3 specials. So they could do it where they
Yeah.
release them all on the same day, which I don't think they'll do that. Um,
No.
because the funny thing is, the 23rd of November is actually a weekday. I think it's a Thursday.
Yes, it is. It
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
and it's gonna be weird having Doctor on the Thursday. Um,
Yeah.
because we're used to it at the weekend.
Yeah. Particularly Saturday.
Yeah, so I'm actually pretty excited that we're having it on a Thursday because it will mess up all the schedules that everyone else is watching. Uh,
Well, yeah.
but so we have it on the 23rd. But do you think we should have it so the 23rd to the 24th, 25th, so day after day, or do you think it should be a weekly thing? So you would have it the next week and then the week after that.
I don't know. I mean, kind of prefer to have it like weekly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that would be good because they could lead it in because I imagine we're having a Christmas special back we're shooting.
We're having a Christmas special this year. Yeah, that's
Um,
back. First
yeah,
one since 2017.
right.
We had a Christmas special. Actually, no, that was Peter Capaldi's regeneration.
I think that he was actually going to regenerate before the episode. It's just that they wanted to do a Christmas special episode.
Yes, yeah, I found that out. Yeah, that Peter Capaldi was actually supposed to leave at the end of series 10, but because Chris Chibnall didn't want to do a Christmas special, Stephen Moffat decided, well, I'll do a Christmas special.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of having Doctor Who on New Year's, and it's nothing to do with the episodes. It was because of like Doctor Who. We've always been about Doctor Who being on Christmas Day. Like it's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
But New Year's Day is a bit. Oh, we're always like, oh, here we go, another a new year. It's not as exciting, I don't think. So
No.
so
It
we
was,
do, I'm glad we're getting it back.
okay to have on New Year's Day,
Yeah,
but Christmas Day is better.
if it's a two-parter, perhaps. Um,
Yeah, that's different.
yeah, like
Like as we know, the
yeah,
Tennant's first farewell, that was a two-parter.
yeah,
First was on Christmas Day, and the second part was on New Year's Day.
yeah.
But that would be
Um,
okay.
yeah, I did like that because we just had more time with David Tennant as the Doctor, didn't we? And I did really like
Yeah,
those episodes at the end of the time. I think they were great. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, so it could even lead into the Christmas special. So say we got it on the 23rd, you have it the following week, that leads into us into December, and then the following week after that, and then that'd be the last one, and then you might have a little
yeah,
break until your Christmas episode. Um,
yeah.
and then I imagine the series 14 will be in the early month of 2024. I reckon.
Yeah, I'm hoping it will be considering they started what just before Christmas.
Yeah, considering like we haven't those are the only episodes we have this year. Um, really. This year we have 4 episodes this year of Doctor Who, and that's not a
Yeah,
series. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. Like with
yeah.
with series 14, it looks very good already, even though we haven't seen an
Well,
episodes.
yeah.
Um,
Considering the pictures we've seen,
yeah, seen the pictures, seen
considering, we,
people.
considering I think what I've been seeing that Shooter Gout was going to be wearing different costumes every episodes. She's not just going to have one particular outfit.
That's going to be good for us to cosplay. Like
Yeah, and
and
quite a lot of
wear.
decisions to make. Which one to cosplay?
I do like that blue one though. You know the one that has the
Oh,
crossbow hair.
oh yeah, the looks like it's set to be in the 60s.
Yeah, I do like that one.
Yeah,
That's my favourite one. Um,
yeah.
and I do like the ones that I think one of the last ones that got released. He was wearing with the Duchess. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, with Jonathan Groff and Melly Gibson, and then yeah, it's gonna be interesting who Jonathan
And of
Groff
course, then
actually
the
plays.
actress. Well, yeah, and it's the actress who's playing Susan Tortured in this one as well. So
Yes,
she's playing the Duchess.
yes, she is. I can't remember her name now. But yeah, she is part of that.
No, I can't. I can't.
But
Yeah,
everyone that's getting casted are so good. Like I think we might get like a musical episode, or something. Which
yeah,
which would be good.
yeah. Because would that probably be the 60s one?
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be set around the Beatles.
Yeah.
And because in it, what's her name? Jinx.
Jinx
What's
Monsoon.
her name? Yeah, it was. So they saw us playing the piano. I think I saw.
She is wearing a piano kind of costume
So
as well. Yeah. I'm very interested to see who Jinx Monsoon will play. Um,
well, yeah.
it's going to be, it's very interesting. Um, like I can't wait to see what the TARDIS looks like, what these new sonic screwdrivers are going to look like. Um, the 14th
Well,
Doctor,
yeah.
14th Doctor's going to get one. And then Shooty, if it's the same one or a different one.
Well,
Uh,
yeah. That's the thing. We don't know.
no,
The Doctor can have the same screwdriver. Like 9 and 10, they had exact same screwdriver.
they did, and then
Yeah.
ever since then, everyone's got a different Sonic.
Yeah. I mean, Peter Capaldi had Matt throughout Series 8.
Yeah,
The green one that the four sides open.
yeah. Do you have a favourite
Yeah,
Sonic screwdriver?
probably if I had to pick one, probably the 12th
Hmm.
is his second one.
Yeah, and lots of different colours.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Yeah, I do like that one. The only thing about it is it's just really big.
yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah, I think even Peter Capaldi kind of because I done his talk in 2018. He was he's not so keen on the screwdrivers, and particularly I think that one because when he went the end flew off and went into the bush. Yeah, and it said it ripped inside the side of his jacket. He preferred the shades because they're just like well glasses.
Yeah, and then I bet loads of people try and find the actual ones he wore, and they're probably
Yeah,
just
I
not
mean,
they're probably just normal glasses you get from the shop.
well, yeah,
They, I did like them, but I just like the sonic screwdrivers, you know. Um,
yeah,
but they just need to find one that works with wood,
yeah.
because they don't work
I
with
think
wood.
Jodie's was hers wood,
Um,
even though she actually made her doctor made it.
maybe
Hmm.
the f- the thing I didn't like when the Flames Doctor made her sonic screwdriver because it just it was like really fast, and that that we saw it being made so fast, and it wasn't really realistic. Like you're not gonna make it
Yeah,
not gonna make it that fast. Really.
yeah,
But I didn't. I did like I like everyone's sonic screwdrivers really, but my favourite would be the 10th Doctor's one and the 9th Doctor's one.
oh yeah, yeah,
And they're my favourites because they're just easy to if I want to take it anywhere, I just put it in my pocket. Like there's
oh yeah,
like the 11th Doctor and 12th, they are quite big, bulky things, aren't they? Um,
yeah.
and they're hard. I put in my pocket, and then the top is still showing. So
Ah, oh right, yeah,
yeah, so like if I put 10th Doctor Stone Strudel in my pocket, it's fine. Like
yeah,
there's no problem. Um, but yeah, but I would say the other ones are more colourful. They are better in that sense, but in a sense, if you want to just take it with you, 10th Doctor one or the 13th Doctor
yeah.
actually. 13th Doctor's pretty small.
Well,
One.
yeah, yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see
yeah,
sonic screwdrivers. I guess it's a sensory thing, you know, with autism that we like our sonic screwdrivers.
yeah,
Yeah, because like maybe like the sound. You might be like what because every sonic screwdriver sounds a little bit different, don't they?
yeah. They do, yeah.
So you might like the 12th sonic sound better than the 11th sonic sound. Um,
Maybe, yeah,
um, or you might like the 10th better than the 13th. Um, and yeah, the colours are lights because I think you got blue for 10th Doctor and 9th, green for
yeah,
11th, blue and green for 12th, and yellow
yeah,
for the 13th. So
yeah.
I would like a purple sonic screwdriver. I would like a
Well,
purple,
yeah.
you know.
That would be different.
A purple sonic screwdriver would be different. I think thinking about it actually, I'm just thinking about
Mm.
this now. But you see everyone's sonic screwdriver, so you got the blue. So I think that sonic screwdriver relates to the TARDIS in a way.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah,
Because we think about it. So the 10th Doctor has a kind of browny TARDIS interior. Um,
yeah,
but doesn't he? But the
yeah. He
brown
does. Yeah.
the brown of the Sonic that he's holding is similar colour to the TARDIS interior. Um,
Okay.
I would say, and then with the 11th Doctor, he's got a green kind of TARDIS really
Yeah.
interior, and he's got a green Sonic, and then the 12th has a blue inside of his TARDIS. Really, he's got a blue
Yeah.
Sonic, kind of a blue Sonic. It changes with green and blue, and then
Yeah.
the yellow for Jodie Sonic has also got a yellow TARDIS interior.
Yeah, yeah, it has, yeah.
So it all links in, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you, Peter, do you have a favourite TARDIS?
Oh, golly. I mean, I like them all.
You just like them all?
Yeah, I think if I had to pick one, oh, golly, probably tens. Again,
Yeah.
first hardest console I saw. So
Yeah, I like that one too.
yeah.
That is a good
Matt's
one.
second.
Yeah, Matt is second, yeah. If I had to
Yeah,
put them order, if I had to put them in order from yeah, so we go with ninth and 10th Doctor TARDIS are literally the same, so we don't have to
yeah,
put so I'd say 10 first, 11. Well, kind
yeah.
of in order of the Doctors, really. So 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And the reason I put them in that order is I feel like Peter Capaldi's TARDIS is just very dark. Isn't it?
Okay.
Um, I do like it though.
Yeah, yeah,
But with the 13th Doctor's TARDIS, I like the colour, but it just to me it feels really small. Um, in the inside, it may be because you can't really see the outside. They don't really show the outside of it. They just show you the TARDIS
oh
console
yeah,
unit, don't they? They don't really show like they have in maybe previous TARDIS. They show you the whole entire
yeah,
thing. So really, it's just like a brown, dark around the edge kind of thing. That's the reason
yeah.
I put them in last.
Yeah. I mean, the TARDIS interior for 13s. I wasn't so keen on that one. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess I did like that they had a biscuit kind of thing now.
Oh yeah,
I did like that bit where
yeah.
you have the
Uh,
biscuit.
Yeah, that biscuit that came out, that's actually Jodie's favourite biscuit.
The custard cream.
Yeah, that's her favourite. Sorry, I think that's my phone.
Yeah.
I'll
Do you have a
look at
favourite
that
biscuit?
later. Ooh, I've got quite a few. I've got chocolate biscuits, hobnob, the digestives, and rich tea.
Yeah,
Those are the biscuits I like.
they are
And
good ones.
and bourbon.
Yeah, yeah. If I had the choice, I like the fact that you got Jeremy Dodgers and then um custard creams.
Yeah.
Um, out of the two, I probably like Jeremy Dodgers a bit better. Um, but I do like custard creams too. I like
Okay.
bourbons are probably my favourite. Um, but the thing is, I've got to tell you this. If I ever saw Matt, which I hope
Yeah.
to do, if it's this year or next year, um, who knows if he goes to the Comic Con in Wales? Because unfortunately I can't go to the one in London because I will be hunting for Doctor Who locations then.
Oh,
um,
okay.
because that's what I'll be doing. But what I would say is to him, I would say I never forget a face. And I'll see what if he remembers that bit because he said that to the curator
Oh
um
yes.
in the 50th. That's the first thing I say to him, and then I'll probably maybe get him a pack of Jammy Georges,
Oh yeah.
put them in front of him. Um, I think. But yeah, I have a minute or so talking to him about anything with Doctor Who. I guess I'd say he's
Yeah.
done well in House of the Dragons. But yeah, it's good when you meet the people that you like, on
It
telly.
is, yeah. And
Um,
some people say don't meet your heroes. Well, mm,
yeah, that's what they come for. That's why you come
well,
forward
yeah.
to meet them. Um, if it's from Doctor Who, they have all sort of different programs as well. But
Well,
primarily,
yeah. And films.
yeah, forms, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
even just the writers,
mm, yeah, I think
yeah, or sinners.
yeah, I think it's a very good thing that they're doing this
Yeah,
and they're doing it all. Because yeah, like I found like loads of even people who have autism like us too, like Doctor Who. So it is
yeah,
a common thing with autistic people, which is why I decided to do this series this year after having doing one last year. It was really good, so thought I'd bring back this year. You know, for as
yeah.
60th is this year too,
Oh
um,
yeah,
and yeah, it's just a good thing to do. You know,
it is. Yeah,
um, basing a series around something that you like and other people like it too. Um,
yeah,
and even if people come on here, I said this last series I did last year, Peter, but if people come on here and they just want to talk about Doctor Who and they don't have much knowledge of autism, that's how you raise awareness for the autism because
well, yeah,
because everyone knows what Doctor Who is, don't they? Um,
yeah.
if there's someone who doesn't know what Doctor Who is, I'll be so surprised. Um,
Hmm.
but then you raise awareness of the autism. I say
Well,
you don't have to have autism to be on the series. You could just
no,
it could be you like Doctor Who, and then we just talk about it, how it relates, because it does relate a lot,
yeah.
doesn't it? So last few things, Peter.
Mm.
I wanted to ask, do you have a favourite Doctor Who episode, or do you just like, or do you, or yeah, do you have a Doctor Who episode you like?
If I had to pick one, probably ones with the multi doctors.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it's like how the doctors have different doctors have different personalities, and they just bicker at each other. But
Yeah.
particularly 2 and 3,
Yeah.
they always bicker each other.
Yeah. They've got to do something like that. They've got to have all these doctors in the same room talking to each other in the 60th or something, haven't they?
Yeah,
Because we've got David Bradley May. I'm not sure because he is I don't want to say he's old, but he has appeared quite a lot of times. But I would love to see him in the 60th.
or
Um,
David Bradley. Yeah,
yeah. So we got David Bradley, and then we got Conan Baker, Peter
yeah,
Davidson, Paul McGann. Um, we have got Tom Baker still alive, but I don't think he will appear. I'll be shocked if he does, but I would love him to.
yeah. I mean, considering how how frail he looks as well.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm,
He was asked to be in The Power of the Doctor, and
he
Chris
was, yeah.
Chibnall asked him, but Tom Baker said he was unavailable.
Mm. Yeah, we got Paul McGann, Christopher Eccleston, unfortunately won't. Um, and you've got David Tennant, who's already there.
Yeah,
Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi. Jodie Whittaker probably won't because she's just left. Um,
yeah, and considering when she was filming her final episode, also we didn't know then she was in the early stages of pregnancy.
no, no, that was a bit of a shock. But I think in the next 60th, well, not no, not I'm saying that wrong, am I? Not the next 60th.
70th.
Yeah, like the 70th. I can't believe we're going to be saying the 70th in 10 years' time. Um,
I know.
I would, if I'm thinking straight here, I don't think David Tennant will be in it. Well, he probably will. No, and every
Probably, yeah.
probably will, but not dominated around him. You know, maybe Matt Smith or another doctor, or if a because this time around, they did it like this because Jodie left. So that what they could have done is Jodie could have stayed on for the 60th and then left, like they did with Matt Smith.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping she would. I was hoping she would stay for the 60th, then go.
Yeah,
But no,
I
she
think
left us.
I think that decision was made because they wanted. I think even she knew that her episode weren't probably the best that it could be.
Yeah,
Um, um, and not her fault. But I think under Russell T Davies should be awesome. At some point.
Yeah.
Um,
I do remember when Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall announced their departure. They said they just want to do 3 seasons, and that was it.
hmm,
Yeah, so I
but
don't need we're going to do the 60th, but
who knows? Who knows?
yeah,
Who knows? She might have some scene, and I doubt it. But who knows? Because I think nearer to the time, that's when they tend to get maybe the older doctors to get in, or past doctors to get in there, for a scene
yeah,
or something.
yeah, like the Guardians of the Edge.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, because I think they didn't do that until very close to where the episode was
Yeah,
aired.
and I think they all did it last year, but Colin Blake and Sylvester McCoy actually did their bits with Jodie. Not sure about David Bradley, but Pete and Paul McGann didn't do it with Jodie.
She didn't. He
They
didn't.
did that no, Peter Davison or Paul McGann. They did theirs on the day that Jodie wasn't there.
Hmm.
So they just like a I think they because they were at the MCM in October. Peter Davison, Paul McGann, and Colin Sylvester. And Paul said he was talking to like this some sort of stick to make
Hmm.
it look like it was Jodie.
All right.
Because in the episode he was actually talking to Jodie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very interesting how it's all filmed, really, isn't it?
it is. Yeah,
Because they go to one place, then they go to another place.
yeah,
I do wonder if the Guardians of the Age will be in the 60th, but I'm not. I don't think it will. But who knows? Who knows? Like,
who knows? Yeah,
I would prefer it if doctors if past doctors were in the 60th, that they would actually in the episode, not in a cloud world.
yeah,
But I did like that for the Power of the Doctor, because that was nice. But for like the 60th,
yeah,
you want to see 14th Doctor, maybe meet, I don't know, 5th Doctor or something. Um,
yeah.
um, that would be interesting, because I don't know. Did you remember that scene where Peter Davidson met the 10th Doctor?
I do. Yeah, not the first time, but when I saw it on YouTube, yeah,
Yeah, I wonder if that Doctor actually remembers that. Um, from if because it'd be funny if they did remember that, because it was like, oh yeah, I saw you in the TARDIS.
yeah,
That would be funny. Um, but
that would be yeah,
yeah, like David Tennant says, it's going to be unexpected. Um,
yeah,
and there's so much things I think that are going to be unexpected, and some things we already know already. And I always say they show us what they want us to know.
yeah,
Because they showed us David Tennant, Catherine Tate, because it was impossible not to see him, because people going there to see filming and stuff. But I think
yeah,
a lot of things, like with Shooty, will have a small part to play in the 60th, as we can see. Um,
yeah.
um, so it's going to be very interesting to see
Hmm.
what he does. Like, are they going to be switching back and forward or something like that? So
Yeah.
maybe.
And,
Okay.
and considering the bits that the public saw, it's not in like the whole story. 'Cause they have the other bits that we didn't see, like behind closed doors.
Yeah, they do it like at the studios. Um,
Yeah.
Probably the
Or secret
most obvious.
location.
Yeah, yeah. Like they do, like they will inform people if they're filming near their houses, um, at night or something like that. They will,
Yeah.
like, I think the people got a letter. I would love to get a letter like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But
You just be like just glued to the window, just watch. No matter how many times you see that scene filmed again and again.
yeah, Um,
Mm.
it would be very interesting.
Yeah, and we're actually talking about I actually did go to a film. I actually did watch film in the 60th
did you?
in Bristol,
Are you?
and
Yeah.
yeah, I found out um um the weekend before. So I thought after work, I'll go. I'm gonna go up to Bristol and see the filming. That was actually quite fun to see.
Yeah, you saw them running around and everything.
Yeah, yeah. The extras running about, and David, Catherine, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see them dancing.
yeah. And somebody actually filmed him filmed a bit with him and telling no that dance that's, and also that dance in the trailer as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I think we've known about that dance for a little while.
yeah, yeah. So that filming that I saw was the third one, the giggle.
Yeah, they like them. It might not be the giggle though. It might be someone else.
Well,
Um,
yeah,
like like um, I think it's gonna be in that order, isn't it? So you've got
yeah,
yeah.
because
So
they wouldn't put those clips in those episodes if they weren't.
mm, um, so you've got the first one is what's the first episode called?
The Star Beast.
Oh yeah, the Star Beast. And then you've got Wild Blue Yonder.
Yeah,
And then you've got the Google.
yeah,
Um, um, so we have a few. We had a few shots in the trailer for the first one.
yeah.
And then Wild Blue Yonder, nothing.
There was
Um,
a like free.
yeah, yeah, all glitched out. Apart from the
Yeah,
bit he said, "I'm sorry, Donna."
yeah. And
Um,
oh, what she say? I
and
can't
then
remember what she said. And then we get the final clip of that second one. We get Tenen doing um obviously not regenerating, but and there's something to do with that spaceship.
yeah, I saw him do that. I imagine. Um, I think in the first trailer we got, it's when when David Tennant was crawling underneath this thing in it's on spaceship. It looked like. I think that's
Oh
where
yeah,
they are. I think that's where they are in those glitchy scenes, but they obviously don't
yeah,
want no one to know about that episode.
yeah. I think that's why they've done that glitch. There's something. They said that there's something big in that one. So
Yeah, I think there's something big in everyone, but I think we're gonna um I think the first episode will be about um beat the meat.
yeah, I
Uh,
think it is what people are saying. It's
yeah,
about beat the meat.
and then I think in the let's say let's say Neil Patrick Harris is playing the toy maker.
Yeah,
Um, um, but it could play. Everyone's saying it's toy maker. It could be completely something different. But as we're
yeah.
aware, it's toy maker.
Yeah, well,
Um,
considering that there's I mean, somebody took a photo of the shop and it said
hmm,
something toy. So, and a lot of people are fearing that Neil Patrick Harris is the toy maker.
yes, yes.
And if he is,
Hmm,
he, obviously he hasn't been in it since what, 1966?
hmm, yeah,
1966 he was last in it. In fact, that's the first time he was in it.
yeah. When England won the World Cup.
Oh yeah, we won the
Yeah,
World Cup.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But but I think the toy maker has what like in that last episode. I think they will find he will be playing these games. These games will be going on for a while because that's what the toy maker does. And then
yeah,
they will find him in the shop. They will meet him in the shop. Um, and then yeah, he acts all friendly. I think, but a bit like Bit the Meat, acting all friendly, like he's bringing fictional characters to life. I think.
yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. I think, but I don't think he's gonna be the main villain, the Time Maker. I think there's gonna be more
Okay.
because why would they? why would they announce? If I think about this like this, why would they announce if the toy maker is the toy maker and he's made all this? Why would they announce that to be? It would be a spoiler to everyone if that was the massive kind of thing of the whole 60th, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I suppose
So
so. Yeah.
so this is why I think that the toy maker is playing some part in it, but it's not going to be the worst villain there. I think there's going to be more.
No.
There's going to be more, and I would like to see every Doctor in their own kind of universes come together in the same universe or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
like they did in the Day of the Doctor,
yeah, yeah,
including sorry,
yeah. I
because
agree.
yeah, including Ben, future 12th Doctor.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was that they
That
did
was, and that
include
was just
that.
unexpected.
Yeah. And they were saying all 13 as in the guy, wasn't he, on Gallifrey, and that
The general, yeah,
yeah, the general, yeah. But I think Gallifrey will be playing some part in this 60th, I think, as well.
could
Um,
be because in the that second glitcher teaser that came out, the Doctor did say she mentioned Gallifrey.
yeah. I wonder who she is though.
Well, yeah, I mean
Yeah,
maybe I don't know, trying to think.
yeah. Is it
Romana?
River?
Yeah, had her for a while.
Yeah, maybe River. Maybe
Or River, yeah.
the Doctor's daughter, granddaughter.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, good.
I don't know,
Susan.
that was Georgia Moffat, who's obviously now is now married to
Yeah,
Tennant.
yeah. I think granddaughter maybe. I think she might have something to
Oh
play.
yeah. Or
But
maybe, yeah.
perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Isn't she isn't she rumoured to be in the 60th
Yeah,
season?
yeah. She is. I think everyone is rumored to be on the 60th at this point.
Yeah.
Like you say a name, they're rumored to be in it. Because I think now, like it's going to be Journey to Stone and Earth kind of vibe for everyone in you can. That's what I
Yeah.
say. Bring in everyone you can and you possibly can. Um, to be the best anniversary ever. Because I think this could. I think this could potentially. Um, I think this could potentially beat the 50th. The 50th was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're getting 3 episodes, 3 hours total, it's
Yeah, of
great.
course, yeah,
It's
because
great. We get more than that we got 10 years ago.
they're each episode is like an hour long,
Yeah,
60 minutes. So yeah, so overall, yeah, it'll be about three
yeah,
hours.
yeah. And I like it when they're doing like this. Rather than a 3 hour special. It'd be good if it was 3 hours, it'd be like a movie or something. But
Well, yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I'm very excited to see what happens in the
Yeah.
60th.
Yeah.
And yeah, and he's going to these Comic Cons are very good to meet heroes, like we've been saying.
Yeah.
I think like making your heroes, especially in this year of, as it is, let's say the 60th anniversary year, so really good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Um.
Just, just hope
Yeah.
there'll be another convention, another Doctor Who convention in November, but not
Mm,
just ones from people from the classic era, but from the new era as well. Like all come together,
that would be
celebrate
good.
60 years.
That would be great.
Because I met, well, as I mentioned, 2 weeks ago when I went to the one in Epsom, it was just some people from the original run.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
hoping for November they'd do another one, but at a bigger venue where you have everyone like from both classic and new.
Yeah. That would be good. I think the one in November should hopefully be like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
nothing's been announced as of yet.
no,
No,
they tend to. The guests always get announced, so who knows
yeah,
who's gonna be there.
yeah,
Uh,
because I went to the 50th one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who came to the 50th then?
Oh God, we had Matt, who was still with the doctor then.
Yeah.
Jenna, Jenna Coleman was there. Tom, Peter Davison, Colin, Sylvester. Um, I think Katie was there. Carol Ann Faulkwood was there.
Mm.
William Russell. Um, Bernard Bernard Cribbins, he attended. Sarah Sutton, I think she was there. I think she was, yeah.
Okay.
Um, D- Daphne Ashbrook from the TV movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Don't know if she attended, but day I went.
Okay.
Like,
So a lot
because
of people. So I reckon it'll be a similar thing. So
yeah,
try and get as many people that are confirmed to be in the 60th. So yeah, I'd love that. Um,
yeah,
it'd be a really good one to go to. As
hmm,
going to your first one, you want to go to more and more.
well,
But
yeah,
but but as we know, these things are expensive.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So Peter, last thing, before we finish, do you have a favourite quote that you like in Doctor Who that you relate to? Or
Oh,
you,
golly, favorite quote, golly, so many.
yeah, there are so many. Like you got loads.
I know.
Like
Got various from the got various ones from each doctor. We've got Alan C for 10, Joanna for 11.
yeah,
We've had, I think 13 was brilliant, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. 9 was fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what 12th was.
I think, no, I don't know if you had a quote.
No, I don't think so.
Tom was the J baby.
Hmm.
John was reverse polarity. I don't think the first, second, fifth, sixth, seventh, or eighth had any.
Yeah.
Uh, can't think. I mean, I didn't. I don't know. There's even one from the Brigadier. 5 rounds rapid.
Hmm.
That's a good quote. But,
What's that one?
um, 5 rounds rapid. That was said in the Damons.
Okay.
Yeah, season end of season 8. Yeah, I think all of them.
Yeah.
Can't think of
Hmm.
specific ones. Just all of them.
They just pick out all of them, all the
Yeah,
quotes.
too many to choose.
Yeah, there are loads. There are loads out there. Um, but yeah, thanks, Peter.
It's okay.
It's been fun. Coming on here your first time. So
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you.
To anyone seeing this today, watching, listening, wherever you're seeing it, we hope you enjoy it. As Doctor Who and Autism Celebrations, it's gonna be really fun.
It would be.
It's gonna be really fun. Look at all these single episodes throughout August, and then we'll be doing, as I said last episode, we'll be doing a group episode in November with people who have
Okay.
been on the podcast before, and people that have maybe just been doing these singular episodes in August. But it's gonna be really cool. People meet new people. Yeah, different countries even. Maybe not just the UK.
No,
Because Doctor Who is loved everywhere in the world, and
it
people
is.
involved,
Yeah.
yeah, and people involved around autism as well will have a mix. So some people don't have it, and some people will. But yeah, it's great. But all to celebrate Doctor Who and autism.
Yeah.
But thank you for everyone for listening. Thank you for Peter. To Peter.
Yeah, thank
Hopefully,
you.
we'll see each other soon. Maybe at a Comic Con or something.
Yeah.
Um, And yeah, it's gonna be really fun. But I hope you've had a good time.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Thank you.